ISIL is not Islamic. No religion condones the killing of innocents, and the vast majority of ISIL's victims have been Muslim. And ISIL is certainly not a state. It was formerly al-Qaeda's affiliate in Iraq and has taken advantage of sectarian strife and Syria's civil war to gain territory on both sides of the Iraq-Syrian border. It is recognized by no government, nor by the people it subjugates. ISIL is a terrorist organization, pure and simple.
That was the president last night in his address to the nation, claiming that the Islamic State militants are not Islamic. Here with reaction, our Muslim Americans are Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, and Indianapolis area Imam Muhammad Sadiq is with us. Zuhdi Jasser, he said the Islamic State is not Islamic and not a state, but they certainly have a lot of landmass that they now have control over, and that they have no vision. I think the caliphate is the vision. Why is there this disconnect with the president? Why is this political correctness he's playing? What do you think's going on?
I think, Sean, it's obvious. It's fear and cowardice of addressing the core ideology. I mean, the fourth plank of his plan was addressing the ideology, and yet he won't even name it. And as a Muslim, I'm listening to this going, is he now the excommunicator-in-chief, or as we say, takfiri-in-chief? I mean, who is he to decide that? The ideologies, you know, bottom line is the allies he's going to use against us are the Saudis, and they're the home of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the very ideas that are the infrastructure of the Saudi government that include the abuse of Christians, the abuse of minorities, the draconian imposition of Sharia are the ideas that create ISIS. So he doesn't want to address the more visionary, strategic, long-term issue, which is we're in a Cold War against Islamism, and he just wants to do it from a whack-a-mole counter-terror program.
And I don't know if it's going to be effective. Imam, let me ask you: is Islamic State is it Islamic?
With the name God, most gracious, most merciful, from I bear witness there's no God but Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad is the messenger. On behalf of Imam Warathadeen Muhammad's Association, we want to offer our condolences to the people of 911 who suffered all over this world. We must say that on this day.
But
yes, sir.
But do you agree that the Islamic State is advancing this radical Islamist caliphate, a desire to convert or kill, convert or die? You don't deny that exists, do you?
The president was 100%.
I didn't ask you about the president. I'm asking you a specific question.
I'm telling you what he was.
Are there radical Islamists that want an Islamic caliphate that wants to advance their religion at the convert or die? You understand that's the truth, don't you, Imam?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
That's the truth, right?
They are radical people.
Radical Islamists.
You can't, no.
Sure they are.
Okay, just because a cat has kittens in the oven, that doesn't make them biscuits.
They're
just because
killing in the name of Allah.
And so the cat was in the oven. Is he biscuits?
Wait a minute. They're promising that Allah will give them 72 virgins if they strap a bomb on themselves and go kill innocent men, women, and children.
That's what they tell you, Sean. That's what they tell you. Did Allah tell you that? Does the Quran tell you that?
I'm a Christian.
Does the Bible tell you?
I'm a Christian.
Doctor, yes, go right ahead.
Dr. Jasser?
Imam, you are so far different planet. I don't know where your head is. I mean, the bottom line is that this is a major problem of almost every Muslim majority country is suffering from the spread of Islamism, and we want to continue to deny that groups like ISIS come from a bigger problem, which is the evil of the Islamic State, a theocratic construct that is the infrastructure of states like Iran, states like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan. Egypt's law, even under secular regimes, is still very Islamist. And unless we address those ideas and get our head out of the sand and deal with it, we're going to continue to get groups like ISIS not coming out of nowhere, and we have to deal with the problem. Remember, Assad and Iran are the Shiite version of the ISIS and Saudi Arabia of the Sunni version. So they're both two sides of the same coin, and we have to show the West that there's a liberal version of Islam, and you're in denial, making it so much harder to progress.
No, I'm not making it hard. You're making it hard because you don't recognize the Quran. The Quran, you cannot put...
I'm not saying it's not my Islam.
Wait a minute. This time, Doc. Hold on, like you told me. You wait till I finish. You do not respect the Quran. If you respect the Quran, you cannot put that sickness that ISIS is doing together with Islam. Islam is a pure faith. Islam
I'm
means
sorry, it's people
peace.
that respect the Quran and love it are the ones that are going to debate with
we
ISIS.
Talk over each
If you
other,
actually
Dr.
love your
Jasser? Are we
faith,
going to talk over each other? You want me to talk over you too?
well, you just
So if you
insulted
want
me
me
and
to
said I don't
respect
love my holy
you,
book.
if you want me to respect you, respect me.
Well,
Dr. Jasser, go ahead.
Well, I have to tell you, you insult me by saying I don't respect my own holy book, and yet the respect of our faith,
disrespecting the
it is.
Quran. You respect me,
listen,
but you
Imam,
insult me.
it is cowards.
You
It is
insult
cowards
me.
like
You
this.
insult me by putting we're going to talk over each other.
Imam, I have a last question. Doesn't the Quran talk about taking neither Christians nor Jews for your friends, and talk about infidels and holy war and jihad? No?
No.
Dr. Jasser, I've read the Quran.
I asked you last
Help me out
week,
here.
did you understand? I'm going to help you right now. It's telling you you do not take Christians and Jews to give the guidance to your religion. It's not talking about friends like you know the word friend.
Dr.
Well,
Jasser?
that interpretation, listen, I agree that my interpretation is not friends, it's awliya, we're allowed to intermarry, but that imam, you're in denial if you don't believe that interpretation of Christians and Jews as infidels isn't the predominant one coming out of Saudi Arabia and most Muslim teaching institutions that are creating the supremacism of groups like ISIS and Iran.
Dr.
We've got to break
Jasser.
there,
That's your
gentlemen. We'll finish.